feels to live and let go without being put in my place. I'ma just dive right into the wild side, and I'ma ride the wave until I die. Until I die. My skin is cold, as is my heart. I'm falling apart with a smile. My bridges are burning, I'm holding the match. I'm ready to
Welcome to Amberskies. Well, that was an interesting song. Not sure that one's going to be used again. Hey, just trying new things out, but heck, who knows? Who knows with me? How are we doing? We seem to be doing alright here. Let me just switch that over to off. Right, thank you. Amberskies. I can see now that seems to be... Is that in the way? Yeah, I think it was. Okay. Right, we'll skip that bit then. Music over. Rate that music, please, in the descriptions below. My name's Blades, and yeah, we're back on programming. We were up to QProcess yesterday, if I remember rightly. Right, okay. Today I want to try and see if we can get our graphical user interface, GUI, working. So that's the aim of today, the GUI. Well, spelt G-O-O, no it's not, it's G-U-I. It's alright, I'm just messing it out. Right, have I got a drink? Yes, I have. Oh, good. Oh, and if you do watch live on Twitch, below the video you'll find Support Amberskies in developing the future. Interesting. Who put that there? Wasn't me, was it? Could have been Blades. Ah, that's me. Hey! You never know. Alright, is this... No, I thought as much. This is slightly off. My screen was slightly off. So let's slide it back into being slightly on. I thought there was something wrong with that last video. It just didn't look quite right on the left edge. Because I put the desktop folder right up to the edge and it didn't seem to be in the right place. So, yeah, I'm glad I checked now. Ah, lovely. Coffee's nice. I think we'll drink more coffee. What do we got? We got QT. Yeah. QT in a virtual computer, in a virtual world of virtual networks. Lovely. Where were we up to? Let's have a look. Yeah, we're messing around with this, and funnily enough, I think that this chat box is wrong. Q plain text edit. Containers. There's text edit and there's plain text edit. Right, okay, destroy. Delete. Oh, got dials. I didn't know we had dials. I'll go with the text edit then. Text edit, we'll call chat box. There we go. And now we've got a QTextEdit as a chat. Ooh, a char box. Interesting. Have I been playing World of Warcraft lately? I hope not. No, I haven't actually, so don't worry. I'm not going down that path of depression. Spending your life chasing after the never-ending level. What a stupid game design. Who invented that? Oh, yes, Blizzard. Right, so it's this box. This chat box here. Size, font, cursor, arrow, mouse tracking. No, not really. Focus policy. No focus. Don't need any. It's an output window, really. Default context menu, yeah, whatever that means. Accepts drops. No. Tooltip. What's this? This is what I was looking at. Auto-fill background. What with? Let's build that and find out what it does with that. Auto-fill background. Haven't come across that before. It doesn't, yeah, wow. Tells me a lot, doesn't it? No, I can't see anything. So, yeah, okay. English United Kingdom. Frame. Oh, we could put frame on it. Sunken. Styled panel. Box panel. Win panel. H line. V line. No frame. Oh, we'll have a box. Sunken. Right, okay. I think that's so you can shade it a little bit more. Line width. Yeah, we'll give it 3. Yeah, that'll do me. Midline width is 2. And that should do it. Alright, QTextEdit. Auto formatting. Tab changes focus. No. Document title. Oh, have we got anything coming on here? No, I just looked at the chat and thought, why it keeps giving me those little notices here? No idea. Okay. Read only. I'm thinking about that because Alright, yeah, there's all of this stuff. I think it should be read only, but does that mean I can then not do anything with it? It does. I think. But these properties might just be for the user side. How do I know anything about this? Have I missed anything? Geometry, size, minimum size, and blah blah blah. Expanding. Fixed. Expanding. Fixed. That'll do. Oh, it does have a palette. Alright. That's interesting. No, so I can't see in here the thing that I'm after. And it's to do with the background. You can actually switch the background off. Oh no, I'm not doing that. Okay. I'll stop playing around with this now. What I was thinking is I'm going to need to put messages in there. And where are our messages? Well, our messages are currently in our Q process. Now, our Q process doesn't have access to this. QTextEdit, let's have a closer look at that, shall we? Yeah, it's text edit. I just want text show. Does it not do one? Display. Display widgets. No. I'm not sure what a text browser is. What's a text browser? A QText browser. Okay. Let's delete that a minute. Right, so first of all, I want to look at a QText browser. What the heck is one of those? It sounds interesting. So, QText. Alright, class provides a rich text browser with hypertext navigation. Ooh. This sounds more like fun. Should we have one of these? QText browser, Q widget. Yeah, we can. We can have one of these. I don't know anything about it, so let's have it. What has it got? Open, link, search paths, source. Right, okay. Focuses, right, Q. This class extends QTextEdit in read-only mode, adding some navigation functionality so that users can follow links in hypertext. Editable rich text editor, use QTextEdit. If you want a text browser without hypertext navigation, use QTextEdit. And use QTextEdit, set read only. Oh, so it is set read only. How interesting. Oh, come back to that, have you? Tab, read only. Right, so according to that, that's what I do. True. Okay. I want to do it here rather than programming it. There's a reason for this. I want to show you something rather strange about what we can do with this, which is actually quite good. Right, so I've read through that. We are using QTextEdit, and it's a Q widget. Alrighty. So save that out. Get rid of it. Amberdev, here we go. Let's have our chat box or message box. Call it chat box. Yeah. Add new. C++ class. Choose. Class name is going to be chat box. And it's QWidget. It's QWidget. Not QObject this time. This is actually a widget. It's a user-designed widget. We're putting it AmberDev, yeah, okay. Nothing else I want to do there. And nothing else I want to do there. There we go. There it is. Wow. What we're going to do is just change it slightly. And we're going to change it slightly by making it a QTextEdit. Okay. So QTextEdit. And that's QTextEdit. There we go. Copy that. Paste. Thank you. And in here, paste. There we go. That is lovely now. So what we need to do is create a QWidget. Now, can I parent the QWidget to a process? I don't need to. Right, so all we need to do now is include chatbox.h in our chat. So let's do that first. Hash include, and that's going to be chatbox, please. There we go. Lovely. Star. Do we need it in main memory or not? We should really have it in main memory, I suppose, because this Qt process is going to hang around a little bit. So, and this is going to be on the heap. So I can put it in the Qt process bubble. Yeah, otherwise QWidget. Whoa. I've got to double check. Sorry. I think QWidget just takes a widget as a parent. Here we go. I don't think it takes an object. Or I could be completely wrong, as I usually am. Yeah. I'm not. Good. Alrighty, with that known, I can make a chat box. How shall we do it? Alright, I'm not bothered about speed, so I'm going to put private at the end. I've been putting my private stuff at the end again, and I shouldn't really, but it's because of that QObject and I don't trust the way it uses it. The compiler can sometimes complain about QObject, and if it goes wrong in any kind of way, shape or form, if you've got objects there, a variable here with semicolons, the QObject can somehow overflow into your variable area. And I've had it happen on Windows using Microsoft software when I'm doing Qt, because that's what I use on Windows. I use Microsoft's Windows stuff. What do they call it? Visual Studio or something? A visual awkwardness, they should call it. So I'll have a private variable. We'll call it chatbox. Well, we're not going to call it chatbox. Yeah, we can. Chatbox. M_chat. Yeah, we'll call it chatbox. And do I star it? No. Yes. No. Let's start without, because it's easier to go that way than it is to come back from pointer. So I'm just going to have the chat box, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to link this include to the UI, not to anything else. The chat box is just going to get linked to our UI. So on here, right click, and we want to promote this to base class QTextEdit. Yeah. Promoted class name is chatbox. And add that. I don't think I need to change the header file in any way, do I? It's in the same. Yeah, it's in the same. Is it? Okay. Right, promote that. So now it's changed here to chatbox on the class. As long as chatbox is in the same directory as the UI, we'll be fine. Sorry, save all. Amberdev UI, Amberdev chat. Yes, we're okay. So now what we should be able to do is post messages. Ooh. So under chat H, let's try it out. Right, let's give it. Does it need a destructor? No, because it only lives for the life of our chat. Good. I'm going to put in void add message, and that's going to take a Q string. No, it's not. It's going to take a const Q string and message. That's what I'm going to write anyway. Whether this happens or not is a different matter, isn't it? Refactor. Add definition. Okay. Unused parameter, yeah. So this append, is it? Void append const Q string and test. Okay, append message. Okay. Right, that's all I'm going to write for now. And when I click, we'll need a test button now, won't we? Save that. We can have a test button in here. No, this is a queue process, isn't it? Alright, we'll need a test. So what have we got to work with? We have the queue process. Okay. So we've got m underscore chat box dot add message testing the chat box. Now if I try and run that, will it? I don't know. Compiler please. Clean. Go for it. Grab a cup of coffee. Chatbox.h, no such file or directory. Huh? Oh! I've done it the wrong way round, haven't I? How did I used to do this? It's in Amberskies launcher. The UI cannot find Chatbox because it's not in Amber launcher. Right. Interesting. Let's just include and see what happens. Don't need to include that anymore, do I? Oh, we've still got that example test, haven't we? Right. Lovely. Let's try a little bit of Chatbox. Reroll that one, please. It still keeps telling me that UI Amber launcher.h, no such file or directory. Oh, why? UI underscore Amber launcher.h. Okay. Let's have a look at that. Well, it's there. File not found. I don't understand. Explain. Why can't you find that? This is, by the way, what it puts together. That's interesting. Should it be it? Ah, whoa, wait a minute. Where's this coming from then? I think it's right, you know. How interesting. I've never seen it do it this way before. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, it's given me an error that's probably quite right. Alright, so I don't think it's got anything to do with our main window and that stuff, so let me just take that out of there again. I think I'm completely off track again. That happens to me. Demote and promote to that one. Delete. Base class name QTextEdit, correct. Promoted class name is chat box. And this is where I think I got it wrong. It will be Amberdev. Don't think we need that at the beginning, actually. So add that one. Promote. I've never put the UI into a folder before. This is the first time I've ever done that. So I've always had the UI in the top folder. Right, so close that, save all, and build. Oh, we thought about it. No chat. How many different processes are running there? How many chat boxes have we now made? Okay, time for a sit back, a little bit of coffee and a think. Oh, look at this. Blades is thinking. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Oh dear. Oh, alright. No idea then. How did I used to do it? I used to do it through intermediaries type of thing. I'm not sure that I want to carry on researching it that way then. I do find this interesting. So our little chat box is not... How did I do it last time? I mean... Oh, right, yeah, that did work. Better silence that. There's no silence button on here. Okay. I'll have to do it that way, the manual way, thank you. Interesting. Right. Need a way in which to put a test in there, so... That isn't going to work. We've decided. Alrighty. So, back to principles. I look at this, UI set up this, what I can place below that is something like UI chat box, and then it's append. I just want to see what it, if I can see the typing. This is a test. If it comes out as white, green, blue, red, what? If it's black on black, I'm going to have problems seeing it, you see. Let's just run that. Alright, this is a test. Yeah, it comes straight up. Alright, so that's how we can append to this. But how do we get our message here? Okay. Would an assignment operator be able to do that or not? We've got a new, haven't we, to play with? A new process. So I'm just making sure now on our launcher here that this is a test actually does show up. That's all. So if anything's going to show up, it will do. Right, I'm happy about that. Alright, so chat this. Right, so here I need I could pass through a chat box. No, you can't. Yes, you can. How would I do that? I would include... God, this is off the rails. I would include chat box. Yeah. I would then... This is purely experimental, please note this. I would then say chat box m underscore chat box, comma, this. Alright, so you can take that out. Copy that. Pop that to one side. And we can't do it there now. That now has to come out of this title part. Okay, can't do that there because we have to set up the UI first. So we would have m underscore chat equals a new chat this. That's what we've got at the moment. That's that line, and I want to add mChatbox in. somehow. Well, that's the idea. What I can do is I could put UI chat box. I can put that here, comma, space. Alrighty. Thinking. Doesn't really need that. We'll take that out again. Because we're taking it directly from the UI. And that's going now into chat. So it would be chat box, comma, no, not comma, chat box, comma, space. That would alter this. Oh God, I hate doing that. So sorry. That could be interesting. I've got a parent on there. And I've got a chat box. I don't need that chat box now, really. I could just use a Q line or Q text, whatever. This is overkill now. I can take a file out if I'm going to do it this way. Would that actually build? No. No matching function call for chat, colon, chat, chat box, and, star and. Whoopsie daisy. My bad. That's quite correct. That's the address I want. No, just to one side a sec. So that becomes star. That becomes an arrow. Okay, try again. My apologies. I'm passing an address. So according to that, that should add the message testing the chat box. But it can't. It doesn't work like that. Or does it? Yes, it does. Okay. There you go, testing the chat box. We have it in chat. And if I'm right, you can't click on it and type. You can click on the message and type, but you can't click on that and type. You can click on that and type, but you can't. That has to be switched off once you start chat. And that has to be relabeled stop chat. And that has to freeze once that's been done. Send Has to put your message up. Right, we're there. We're getting there. We are now in chat with the chat box. And we can add messages. Wow. Problem. Chat box is not a queue object. Darn it. This is where my problems start. Alright, we'll have a virtual, because I don't really want one. Chat. No, destructor. Of chat. And that'll do. Chat box itself we can use direct. But not like that, because we are going to need that. Okay, yeah. Alrighty. And it is a pointer. Right. Well, at least now we know. How do you know when to use pointers or not? When your system allows you to do that, then that's when it should be. Now that has to be m underscore chat box. Just do the standard assignment, otherwise it will just die when it gets to here and we won't be able to use it again. Exit, edit, no build. I want a clean build, please. Clean all. Yep, that's good. That's clean. And just hit the build button actually. See if that'll dump us an error. Yeah, it did. Undefined reference to chat, okay. You're right. My bad. Refactor, add definition, delete, m underscore chat box. Bad me. Bad me. Not doing me deletes. Clean. Screen. And try again. Thank you. This should do exactly the same as last time. There we go. Yeah. We haven't got any program now. Let's do a test function. Okay. Void test for chat box. Nothing goes in. This is a final test. Test for chat box. All I'm going to do is put in m underscore chat box equals add message testing complete. There we go, that'll do I think. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to call that from the launcher. So somewhere in here, I'm going to take our mchat. Yes, I am. It's got, yeah, that's okay. So I'm going to take mchat, underscore chat, and I'm just going to try test chat box as a function on the send message button. So that tests the button, and that gives us a message. Alrighty. Let's try that. Exit. We're getting that sig fault now. Damn it. I'll see if I get it again and then I'll try and fix it. Sig fault errors. I just love it. What that's telling me is I'm probably trying to delete something. It shouldn't be. Oh, we're closing the program, aren't we? Right, got you. So if I send message now, testing complete. Lovely. So all we need to do is take whatever's in there and put it up there. Right, that's okay. Exit. Sig fault. What's our exit doing? This close. Oh, right, okay. Okay. I think we're overdoing it here. That might be auto-deleting. Try running that. Try exiting now. Exited with code 0. Yeah, so we didn't need that. Remove. Remove complications. Remove complications. Thank you. Right, so that is perfect. Remove complications. No, just call this message. Add message. Not sure actually. Receive. I before E, except after C. Receive message. Don't like it. What we seem to be doing is no. Think about it from the other side. Okay. Just get rid of that test stuff. So it all works, yay. Actually, I'll keep that as an example for a second. Hello, Muppet. Thank you. Get off. Yes, Muppet's trying to control the... I want to take that out. I think we could really minimize this down and take this chat box thing out, but I like the idea of it. I like the idea of being able to use a different class to one that's been given, so I've got control over it. Reason is I can set colors and stuff, and I can also have it testing security wise or whatever. It can do a heck of a lot more than it's doing right now, put it that way. It can do anything I want it to. I don't like having that there. comma, m underscore chat box equals chat box. Remove that, and that is now empty on purpose. It's got that assignment which can fail, so I can't give it a no exception. Damn. That's all I need this thing to do right now. I'm quite happy about that. Right. So I've got the chat box working. Oh wow, and we've got it working cleanly. So, and I've added a new thing that we can play with. Because that's all you don't actually need this, to be quite honest with you. I know it sounds silly, but you don't actually need it. What we could have done instead is used QTextEdit direct. So back in the launcher, we would have used QTextEdit. Oh right, that doesn't exist anymore. What is happening down here at the bottom? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Thank you. So here, UI, we didn't need to do that. We could have just used QText line edit, a text edit, QTextEdit directly here. This line would have been the same, but the receiver would have been different. So let's just have a look at that. So I would say it's a new chat, but to a non-promoted thing. But I want it promoted so I can use it differently. No. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is, instead of using chat box here, we could have used QTextEdit star chat box, and then we could have just done chat box dot append. It'll still have chat box dot append, as you can see from here. I'll show you. It will still have m underscore chat box. Well, it'll be an arrow and append, so it's still there, but I've put add messaging as a different way of doing it. That is actually a slot, but you can still use it direct using a Q string, which is interesting. So yeah, you can do it that way instead, just using straight QTextEdit, really. All this does is give us programmability over it, to be quite honest with you. So which method you use is up to you. I'm going to stay with what I've got, because then I know what I'm doing. And I'm programming it, not Qt. I'm controlling the box rather than Qt. There's different things I want to be able to do. One of them is, let's test it out, shall we? Let's try it out. M underscore chat box. Set. Is it background? No. Background role. Interesting. It says Q palette color role. Oh, okay. Oh, that is interesting, actually. But we can actually take the background out, if I remember rightly. Maybe not on this one. Let's have a look, see what I can do. Text. There it is. That one. QTextEdit. Blah de blah de blah. What we got here? Line wrap modes. Document. So we can load a document straight in there, like an opener. What can we do with the background? This is why I want to take it under control, is so that I can mess around and play with it. Document title. Font setting. We can do that all from the designer. We can do most of this from designer. Load resource. Given type and name. Is an extension of QText document load oh, right. And it's a Q invocable from QML. Images are referenced indirectly by their name attribute of QText image format object. Okay. So we can get an image in here, can we? It has an invocable load resource methods such as QTextEdit or QTextBrowser or QText itself. Then the default implementation tries to retrieve the data from the parent. Okay. I'm always interested in backgrounds. See what I can find with them. Where are we now? Dexter now. Let's go back. We're now at text document. TextEdit, thank you. Go back one more. Thank you. Let's see. Anything on backgrounds in under B? No. Set background. No. There's some weird stuff in here, don't you worry. Append, clear, copy, cut. We have all of those. Paste, redo, scroll to anchor. We can set the anchor anywhere we want. Set alignment, middle, left, right kind of thing. Fonts, oh ouch. Text background colour, yeah, text colour. So we do get set text colour, and it is a Q colour, that's good. We can mess with that. Right, okay, zoom in. Oh, we've got to zoom in and zoom out. Oh, nice. Selection text changed. These are signals. Undo available. Oh, wow. Copy available. So you can undo. That's how this works up here. This Control Z thingy. Okay, protected functions. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We've got a lot. We've got all the focus stuff. Context. Menu. Event override. Okay. Key pressed. Key press, yes. Mouse double clicks and stuff like that. We have a paint event, which means I can use 3D, if you didn't know already. I can Sub paint event into 3D. Resize. Wheel event, yeah. Concepts. I find that really weird. Can display images, lists and tables. Okay. The text is set or replaced using set HTML. What? Oh, it's a display widget, I see. I can use HTML. Running the same. Clear, yeah. You can use a QText cursor, so you can move this around. Insert plain text, append or paste. QText cursor is also able to insert complex objects like tables, lists into the document, and it deals with creating selections and applying changes to selected text. Nice. Alright. Wrap mode. Wow, there's tons here. The find function can be used to find and select a given string. So yeah, okay. Key presses, yeah. As an editor, no. Drag and drop, no, I switched it off, didn't I? Editing, keybinds. Enum. Line wrap mode, yeah, okay. Auto formatting. Well, it doesn't really seem to go into much about the background, which I find interesting. Maybe I need to read it more, but not now. So QTextEdit is going to give us some joy. Definitely. And with QProcess, this is going to be even more joy, because I've got to look at that next. Here we go. Set text background color. No, that's not what I want to do. Is that the whole window or what? Yeah, it's just the current format. Not what we can do. Oh, it's doing updates over there, is it? Alright, that's what that window's doing. I keep getting a flash on my right hand side at the corner of my eye and it's distracting. And it's one of the computers updating. It's like, stop it! Oh dear. Oh bless. Right, I'm not reading through this now. There's too much there. Right, so we have what I planned upon doing. Now, QProcess. Let's go back to that. Because we can actually do more process now in this area, I think. So start, we want to activate. And exit, I want to protect. Although exit is currently working, I want to protect it. What have we got for those? Let's have a look. We have... oh yeah, we are protecting it. We're using close. That's fine then. Start chat. Yeah, okay. We're using process start testing. Right, well, I don't. I want to start chat. So mchat equals new chat. It's got a box and it's got this. Okay, so here, start chat. We need a bool. Private. We need a bool. And our bool can be called is chat running? Okay. And is chat running will start as false. Launcher. I think we can get rid of everything else now for a bit. We'll start you as false. So there we go, that's that done. Let me just close stuff down now. Always get delayed with that. Here we go. So we can start that with false. That's good. We don't need it though, do we? Alright, let me just try something different. Let's see, value is equal to 2. I think mchat's already got that. That's the I/O device. I want the Q process, really. Okay. Okay. I think that's the bool. Take bool out. Returns true if the device is open, otherwise returns false. A device is open if it can be read from and or written to. By default, this function returns false if open mode returns not open. Alright, that's really helpful. Thanks. So it's the opposite of not open. That's what they're trying to say. So if the chat is open, return, else we have to start it, don't we? So it would be underscore chat, and it would just be start. No. I'll do that instead. So let's go over to chat and do that. go. And we'll pop you in as a definition. Alright, so we can now init chat. This is where we put our starty thingy. So what we're doing here with the start, we can just put it here, can't we? So we're using test. Testing. Okay. So let's find out if this will work. Should do. Init chat. So it's this start, and it just takes a file, testing. Arguments none, open mode, read and write. Yep, that's fine. But it stops it from being clicked on twice. I hope. Let's find out. This is where I like to experiment. As I start building and designing something, it becomes more complex, obviously. So what I don't want to do is go halfway through, start a chat, and nothing happens. You see, that should now work again, because I closed it. We're not getting a second one. Right, okay. Does that crash? No. Good. We've got that done right. Other thing I wanted to just check whilst I'm there is that if statement. Is it of any use at all? Or am I just fanciful and writing silly things? QProcess start. Process is already running. So that's a message we won't get. So it checks and throws up an error. So when we close the test, we haven't received the signal for close. So we can't restart it. Oh. Maybe we can. Hold on a minute. Ah. It's behaving differently. You see, this is what happens when you start messing around. So so that's actually wrong. It isn't is open, it's something else. It's is running. I want to look at the queue process. Is chat running? Let's do it this way. And that will give us a bool. you off. So just return true to stop anything happening. Alright. Okay. So if it's true, it'll just return out of here. If it's false, it will carry on. Nice. Or am I overthinking? I've got to stop that happening. Because that's actually an error. Or I could catch the error and stop it being printed. That doesn't sound right to me. I think I prefer to not cause the error in the first place. Right, is chat running? F1. Which is always why you should look at the application output. You can actually catch exit codes here. Oh. They've got all the sets. There's the error that we're getting. I can get program, QString program. What does that give us? It returns a program the process was last started with. This function was yeah, okay. Okay. Right. Emit started, otherwise error, yeah. Processes are started asynchronously, which means started blah blah blah. May be delayed, yes, I know. The open mode is set to mode. Open mode. This enum is used with open to describe the mode in which the device is opened. Oh right. Well, that'll just give us read-write only. Don't want that. I want the actual status that it's in. Where's it put me now? You see, we've got read data as well. That's going to be interesting there. About to close. I don't want to know that. And those are signals. Okay. So it is open. But I can't find it in here. Is writable, is transaction started, is readable, is open. Ah, there you are. Yeah. Alright, yeah, just gives it this rubbish again. Okay, I understand now what it's doing. Yeah, that's checking the flags. Okay, yeah, this is... ouch. Right. So if init chat we need to have the closure. Do we want to take control of the closure? This is correct. You see, currently, what you would do is alrighty, is open. And that should give me the wrong usage. Or maybe not. Well, we haven't actually done the signals and slots yet, so yes, it'll give me the wrong usage. I know that probably for a fact, but let's just try it out. So start chat brings up our test, close our test, and we can't start our chat again. Why not? No errors, it just freezes, which is okay, but not the right response. Okay. It doesn't turn false after initialization. So that's interesting. Okay, underscore box, chat box. Add message. I'm going to change the add message as well soon to add a color. I want to add color to this, and at the moment it hasn't got it. So okay, so we get at least some kind of response out of this. Now I want to see if init chat ever gets a second choice or not. Now we can. Now I'm testing. Does this get bypassed? There we go. Opening the chat server. You close the test, and it never works again. Good. So no, that is stopping it. That goes to true. It never turns false. How can that be? It means that that function isn't doing what you think it's doing. What it's doing is it's checking whether the Q process is read-write or not. It's not checking whether it's open or not at all. That's lying. Oh, QT, I found a bug. Do I report it? No. Do I go in and actually put the thing to false that it's supposed to set to false? No, I'm not going to alter their code. But that's wrong. So this is actually wrong. So okay. It's a little bit annoying, that. Alright. Okay, fine. Let's see about my squiggles. I've got squiggles, got lots of squiggles today. I'm also looking at the time, and we are getting low on time. Alright, I can try to promote text display to a box class. We've done that. Signals. We have emits started, emits ready read, sorry, yeah, error occurred, and finished. It's that finished one that we can use now to do our own is open function, because theirs doesn't seem to work. So we need 4 slots. And this is coming from QProcess or QIO. Right. So, emits started. Let's look at that one first, because that is interesting. Can I get this off screen or not? Nearly. It's a lot. Yeah, I can. Right. So we're going back to QProcess, aren't we? Right. This application is actually starting to shape up. I've fixed a lot of things that I was worried about, because what I want to do here, add message, is color, comma, message, or message type. That's better. Message type. And we can use an enumeration to do message types. So, for example, I'll do it now whilst I'm here. I would put here enum, and I would call it message type. Yeah, right. And we would have normal. That. You can have public, comma, private. Yeah, this shows you where we're going with this anyway. Private, admin, system. Yeah, I'm doing chat. These are kind of chats that can be displayed. Each one should have a different colour. So what I would do is probably put that as system opening the char server. So what we would have here is something like, I'll do it, system, comma. Now that obviously breaks our thing. So let's go and do our add message. Now we're altering it. You can see why I wanted it. It's in our chat box, isn't it? So this now takes an int type. And we get a light bulb, so we'll do that. could use case. No. If type is equal to where does that enum come in? Does the enum exist in here? I could put it outside actually. Probably would put it outside and bring it in. Oops. No. We haven't got it at the moment, so we'll go back to chat. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can set font, mask, text. Can we set color? Text color. To a Q color and C. Q color. RGB. A. That says A equals. Darn you. Oh, we can use a Qt global color. Fantastic. Yay, let's do that. We'll need Q color though to do it. Here. It's probably already included in QTextEdit, but don't be lazy. That means we can use Qt. No, we can't use Qt like that. Qt ::. Have we got an orange? Light grey. No. Yellow. Semicolon. Just for now, until I get further with that. There we go. So you can see how you can make it more easy to understand what's happening. So the chat box, add message, system, opening the chat server. That is damned obvious what's going on. This start testing, right, okay. Will it come up in yellow? Yes, it will. And that's how you start to build things. I like this way this is working. No, anyway, I was on to QProcess, wasn't I? And I got completely distracted. This is exactly what happens to me every single time. Any questions, by the way? Anything you want to know about, anybody? Don't mind questions. QProcess crashed. I bet it does. Ah, dear. Alright, so signals, to public types. Signals, there we go. So we want a slot for its signal. So I don't need to read this, do I? We need a slot. Let's do each signal at a time and see if we can get our chat to respond to signals. So yeah, this is going to be fun. Okay, let's just take chat CPP and chat H. I think they are public signals. That's why I was looking at the help, isn't it? Because there are lights coming on and off. Oh, that's because it's going dark. It's going dark here. Public members. Protected functions. Set process state. Set up child process. We're not using those. Re-implemented protected functions. Read data and write data. We are using those. They are virtual. Okay, so we do need protected. Private, so it goes in here. Protected. Control V. The virtual shouldn't be there, should it? I can leave them virtual, but I don't need to. Overwrite. Refactor. This comes under protected, so we'll get these two in. Just chuck anything in. Let's refactor this one. This is going to be built up. This one is going to be quite nice. That's okay. So we can read data and write data to our chat or through our queue process. We just need to know the data and its length. And that will do. Read data and write data. Got to check that. I've got to check this write data. This is something that's unknown about a lot of things. What you call them, the libraries that they set up on the network. When you write data across a network, how do you know that you've written all the data? Well, luckily, we have this. Which is number of bytes read. And this is number of bytes written. And that's important. That is very important to know. People don't normally check it and just expect everything to work hunky-dory and then find out that some messages that are being sent through their lovely TCP network, which is infallible, handshakes, pure security and all the rest of it, half the messages are being chopped up and chopped around, and messages are being relayed in the wrong order. Yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting stuff that happens with networking. Where's that drink? Let's grab a drink. Oh, no questions at all. I don't believe that. I'm going through a heck of a lot of information. I mean, good luck. I'm trying to explain as much as I can as I go along. I'm going through things slowly, deliberately, because my fingers are killing me, hurting like hell. I have taken painkillers, so we're alright on that side. But I want to try and go through things thoroughly, and I want people to ask questions. If you're seeing this on YouTube after the event, in other words, this gets uploaded to YouTube, by the way, for storage, because Twitch doesn't store anything for more than 14 days. So if you're watching on YouTube, chuck it in the comments below. You know, just pop a question in. I won't remember what I was doing at the time, which won't really matter because I never remember at the time what I'm doing, so it doesn't matter to me. I'm quite happy for you to ask me questions about things. I won't know the answer straight off, but I'll put a reply in if I can, or go and find the answer for you. And if you want me to do some code, I'll do some code. I'll put it up here on the channel. Right, I've got to title that. That is re-implemented protected functions. There's a title. Copy. And yes, I title everything. Because of my memory. Or lack thereof. But you can start understanding now why I do this. I put useful notes in because that doesn't tell you what the return type is. Well, it tells you that the return type is a number. It's an integer. That's all it tells you. How are you supposed to know from this? Are you supposed to guess? Is it the data? No, the data gets stored in there. Indeed. So, yeah. How this is going to be working, we don't know yet. I don't even know if I need it. I don't think I do. I might just be able to call the underlying implementations. And if that's the case, so my message here is, are these needed, or can I just use the underlying functions? Functionality, full stop. And I should be a capital. No, it should be royal. I'm British. We'll go royal. We'll have the royal we. That's all of us. Are these needed, or can we just use the underlying functionality? Good question. Always ask intelligent questions within your comments. Don't just state things. Ask questions of the code that you've just typed in, or in this case copied from here. Signals, here we go. Signals, void started. It's emitted by Q process when the process has started, and state returns running. That's what I've been after, isn't it? State. How do I get hold of that? Queue process state. Okay. Returns the current state of the process. Got ya. I has got ya. Whoops. Go away. Can't I just take that? No, it's a link. So, if QProcessState is equal to, this is that thing I was looking for. In here, is running. And its state. There it is. Is equal to Q process colon running, starting, or not running. You see, it doesn't actually stop, it just, oh, beautiful. Alright. Running. Return true. Else return false. That's better. Let's see if that works. Have I put anything in that's going to crash? Let's ask. No, we haven't. We've just got those silly things lying around. So now if we start, close test, start, comes up again, close test, start, nothing happens, start, nothing happens, perfect. Now it works. There you go. And it even disables the start button for us. So multiple clicks won't do anything. Beautiful. I don't even have to write the code for that. Right, so we've now got that is chat running correct. My God. And we're asking questions of this and looking at signals. I remember now, yeah. I'm looking at the start signal. Do I need it now? Do I need it? Yeah, I think we should. And I think we should do signals probably tomorrow. And we'll go with these signals and we'll see what we can do. What we'll do is we'll set them all up. The start signal will give a reply, obviously, to opening the chat server. So this start testing will then initialize the start signal, and the start signal, we're going to receive that as has started, I suppose. And we're going to try that, and I'm going to think about that. Yeah, that's interesting. Sorry, my mind drifts. Okay, I've got a drifting mind, and we're quite happy. That's guest editions, right? Okay. This has gone better than I thought. This has gone a lot better than I thought. I thought we would be struggling like hell with this, because graphical user interfaces is something I've never ever done in my life. GUIs I've never done. This is starting out to be quite good. No, I'll keep it as yellow. I like yellow. Yellow looks good, actually. You've got to put the correction in, because it's if. Otherwise this won't work. It'll just set it to yellow and it'll leave it there. Is it? Set color, text color to, we'll just put QT : white. I'm always getting that wrong. It's capital Q, small t, : W, white. There we go. I like global stuff like that. I think that's quite good. And then that's else. That changes the code, by the way. That changes how it works in assembly language. Two if statements are very expensive. An if else if is not. Because what happens is the assembly language will jump. If this is true, it won't look at the next one. If that else isn't there, it does. It will then process the next line. With the else there, it doesn't process that line if this one is actually executed. So use else if a little bit better. Right. Now I've said my bit about if and else if. And speeding up your programs, because that's going to grow obviously. There's else if 1, 2 and 3 for starters, which I've just completely ignored. How the heck did you find that key? Have you just activated everything on my Muppet? How'd you do that? You're on one of my keys. Yeah, there's a key there. Oh, that's shift, is it? Right, okay, thank you. You found the shift key on the pad, love. You just stood on it. Oh my god. God help me. Muppet's here. Means it's 4 o'clock. He times it perfectly for 4 o'clock so he can have some food or something, or a bit of a cuddle or whatever he wants. I don't know yet, but I think we better find out. Which means that tomorrow is signals and slots again. Yeah, and this time I'll press the correct button instead of the wrong button. Do I have any music here? No music. There was that lousy music on the intro, wasn't there? Let's see what we've got. Music. La 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 la. That's my music. Tell you what we'll have. Good music. Right. All I want to say is thank you. Thank you to everybody that's been supporting me doing this. Thank you to all the members of the Amberskies staff, especially the Amberskies staff, for making this possible. We'll just keep going until the money runs out. Anyway, in the meantime, I've actually had some good fun doing that, so that's great. I'm happy again. I'd like to say take care everybody, and above all, have fun.